Nityanandam, welcome to my YouTube channel, Your Presence Heals. This is Manita Rugananda. In this video, I'm going to share with you the secrets of health. Arogya Yoga. See, in Hinduism, Vedic tradition, there is a sign called Ayurveda. Ayurveda defines health as the state of the dynamic state of balance in the body, mind, and the environment. And even in Rig Veda, the older scriptures, it says that if you want to achieve bodily happiness, spiritual happiness, be simple in your diet, be simple in your routine, your spiritual routine, as well as be simple in your deeds, your action. With that context, understanding from this ancient great knowledge from the enlightened masters, let me share with you the secrets of Arogya Yoga, which I learned from my Guru, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashiva, fondly also known as Swamiji. So you need to understand, before I met Swamiji, my health was really in shambles. I had stage 3 cancer and I was constantly feeling irritable, not able to settle, in deep restful awareness. But through these secrets, I have been able to live in such a high frequency, and also not only that, the body is becoming so yogic and healthy. So what are the secrets I would like to share with you in this video? So for health to happen, there are 3 aspects which I want to share. 1, ahara. Ahara means food, what you put into the systems. Because you all know that we are not just body, we're not just matter, we are also energy and consciousness. And in Vedic tradition, the whole purpose of the human existence is to raise ourselves in consciousness and discover our consciousness, the ultimate potential, the possibility, which in short means enlightenment. So food, what we put in the system, affects your body, your energy, and your consciousness. In yoga, only sattvic vegetarian food are recommended, because food such as tamasic food that dulls you, create lethargy in you, these are the impure food that are preserved for a long time, which already loses energy or quality. Then the other types of food is rajasic food that stimulates, create restlessness, irritability. Food such as caffeine, some spices, or even alcohol. This kind of rajasic food puts you in a highly stimulated state. So as a result, it affects your ability to be in balance. So that's why only sattvic vegetarian food are recommended in yoga. If you are a seeker, if you want to attain health and spiritual health, sattvic vegetarian food is highly recommended. Now, you need to understand how purity of food is defined in Vedic tradition. See, in Vedic tradition, food is considered impure based on 3 qualities, 3 dosha. 1, jati dosha, the nature of the food. Like for instance, if the meat which you consume comes from murdering or killing the animals, but its nature is no longer pure, because it's already contained a lot of negativity, violence. Whereas food that grown from the earth, it is considered pure because nothing has been added, like without pesticide, organic food. That means it comes in its natural state, by its nature. That is considered pure food. Then the second quality, second dosha, is called nimitta dosha. Nimitta dosha means basically how the food comes to you. Be very clear, when an animal is killed, it goes through tremendous distress, fear, anger, depression at the time of death. During that period before it is killed, it goes through a lot of emotional mood swings and emotional distress. As a result, toxins get released into the flesh of the animal. And when we ingest non-veg food, means meat, we are actually eating also those toxins which actually got released at the time of death of this animal. And that's why when eating too much of this meat create pain muscle memory in the body. And also it stops the possibility of awakening the Kundalini Shakti. See, the Kundalini Shakti is our inner latent potential energy, which once awakened does so much good to our health, not only just physical body, it awakens our mental capacity, ability to think with clarity, the ability to have greater memory power. All kinds of different mental faculties gets awakened. And then, of course, it awakens the consciousness, your possibility to connect with the higher dimension in life. So, awakening the Kundalini Shakti with the right diet is what we need to understand from the yoga perspective. So, if you are not having the right diet, you are actually denying your possibility in awakening to your ultimate potential energy in Kundalini Shakti. So even someone who is eating vegetarian food, but the person who handles it, the third dosha, called Ashraya dosha, matters as well. For the non-veg food, the person who handles it are naturally the person who murdered the animals. So it already carries certain aura of violence. So naturally it adds certain poison also to the food that you take, the non-veg food that you take. Even for people who take vegetarian food, the person who handles the food who is also not in the state of sattva, in the state of pure inner space. That way, it also affects the quality of the food because the person who handles it matters. However, if the person who prepares the food constantly are in the pure space of devotion, restful awareness, the food prepared by those people are healing food. Okay, so the third dosha, Ashraya dosha, means the person who handles the food also matters, plays a role in determining whether the food is pure or impure. So that is ahara, which is diet, as a first important component of Arogya Yoga. See, when you choose the right diet, you literally can support the awakening of your consciousness. Next, the second important component is vihara. Vihara means lifestyle. What kind of lifestyle habits you have? For instance, early in the morning, you wake up at Brahma Muhurta time, the time between 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. where the whole environment is infused with prana shakti, life energy, just before sunrise. That is the best time to practice yoga. You'll be infused with so much life energy, prana. That's the reason why a yogi normally wake up at 4 a.m. and start their day, their spiritual routine early in the morning. And also it breaks the laziness pattern when you do your yoga practice in those early hours of the morning. So yoga, a right spiritual routine, and also aligning your timing of your spiritual routine that supports the whole body awakening. Next, puja, the devotional worship. See, When you offer puja to the divine, your guru, for instance, you cognize that there is a higher intelligence than you. Ability to offer gratitude and devotion to that energy keeps you in that whole vibrant, alive inner space throughout the day. You will not fall into the low mood, or you will not fall into any, tiredness or low frequency when you do the right spiritual routine. So, yoga, puja, the next thing is satsang. Satsangs are daily discourses given by the Guru, where he gives powerful cognitions, the truth, higher truth that get downloaded to from the higher consciousness. When you imbibe those powerful cognitions, it becomes part of you. You're simply living it. And the next part of the routine is power manifestation, manifesting Shakti, meaning radiating the oneness with the source. See, Shaktis can only be manifested when you're in oneness with the source. So constantly manifesting Shaktis keeps you in that high frequency in oneness with the source, Paramashiva. And then once a while, it'd be good to do a complete detox through Nirahara Samyama, which was gifted by Swamiji. Nirahara Samyama is not just fasting, it is actually a system of detoxification to purify the body from all the toxin and also all the wrong food patterns that keeps you in bondage. In fact, many people walked out of diseases related to the food pattern just by doing this Nirahara Samyama. So once a while, spend 21 days to detox the body. So much good will be done to the body besides purification, but also raising your frequency and feeling the lightness of the body. Next, besides that, laughter meditation. You would have expected that in the spiritual routine you're able to do 21 minutes of laughter meditation. Simply, so much healing energy get triggered. And because in order to laugh at yourself and life, you need to drop the ego, because you can't laugh with the mind. They are mutually exclusive. Either you laugh or you have the mind. So in laughter, the mind do not exist. The mind does not exist. So basically, laughter meditation is also one powerful spiritual practice that help you to fall in tune with the higher frequency of the cosmos, where simply you drop the ego or the mind. So laughter meditation is also another powerful spiritual technique. In fact, it's one of the highest quality, ability to laugh, which is very much practiced by the Zen Buddhism. Zen Buddhism practice a lot of laughter meditation. So the third component of Arogya Yoga is Vichara, thoughts. Basically having the right thought currents which supports the awakening of the consciousness, raising your consciousness. Includes, first thing, getting the blessing of the Guru, the divine, to be constantly in the powerful cognitions. For instance, having prayed to the Guru to help you to be established in the powerful cognition and getting his blessing helps you to remember and be blessed to be in that powerful state. Next, completion. Constantly doing completion whenever you notice yourself that you have certain incompletion, whether it's from the past or something that you just unconsciously discover, complete it right away, instant completion, so that you walk out of any hangovers that you accumulate from the past or through the unawareness. So completion is part of the routine, spiritual routine, in terms of purification of your thoughts. Third, unclutching. Constantly unclutching from all the thoughts, whether it's positive thoughts or negative thoughts, which you create to form a shaft, whether it's pain shaft or joy shaft. When you unclutch from all thoughts, you just fall into this unclutched space called the restful awareness, which is the original state of your being, the unclutched state. So in the unclutched state, so much possibility opens up in all of us. The more and more you unclutch, the more and more subtle you get into, your being. Last but not least, constantly be in the state of achapa, meaning silence, chanting within your walk, your visuddhi. For Swamiji's disciples and devotees, he recommends Mahavakya, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham, constantly chanting either loudly or in silence to keep you in the high frequency and keep you in oneness with him. For others, you can choose any mantra that you feel comfortable, that resonate with you. That's not an issue, but reciting certain Vedic mantra helps to again and again align your energy, consciousness to the highest possibility. So these are the 3 components of Arogya Yoga. Let me summarize. Ahara, Vihara, Vichara. Ahara, food. Vihara, lifestyle, habits. And Vichara, your thoughts. Ability to handle your inner space, purification of your thoughts, and be in that thoughtless zone. So with these 3 aspects, if you're living it, you can see a tremendous shift, not only just in the body state of health, creating the health consciousness for you to radiate the highest possibility for the awakening of your consciousness. So with that, I would like to conclude this video. I hope you enjoy whatever has been shared by the grace of my Guru. So if you have any question, feel free to drop a line in the chat. I'll be more than happy to address your doubts. So with that, thank you for listening. Nityanandam.